Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. In today's video, we talk about what to wear to an interview, the exceptions to the rules, and we give you step-by-step hands-on advice on what items to wear and which ones to skip. As you probably know, first impressions matter, and nothing communicates competence, professionalism, and excellence like a well-put-together outfit. The goal is to look perfectly dressed for the job you're interviewing for, so you show respect for the opportunity you get. The general rule is to wear a suit and a tie to an interview. Now, what does that mean? It means a dark suit of matching pants and trousers, and it does not mean a combination of jacket and odd trousers. There's always an exception to the rule. Let's say you apply for a job with a startup, a design agency, or with an outdoor construction company. A suit may not be the best thing to wear because it's simply not something anybody there would wear on a regular basis, and you would just look out of place. In those situations, a suit may alienate you from your peer group, and it may seem like you're the odd one out and you don't fit into the team. Let's get back to the rule. If you apply for an office job or any other traditional job, a corporate job, this is what you should do. A classic outfit shows that you are serious about your job and respectful. And this is not a time to be flashy because you want to be subtle and you want not to have people judge you based on a diamond earring or a flashy ring. So what exactly does it mean to wear a traditional suit and tie? Number one is wear a dark suit. In terms of color, that means you can go with navy, charcoal, or gray. Do not wear black because black is reserved for funerals. To learn more about funerals, check out our guide on funeral etiquette here. In terms of a silhouette, your safest bet is to get a notched lapel, single-breasted jacket with about 2 or 3 closing buttons, or a double-breasted jacket. Both are equally as correct for an interview. Make sure to leave your bold stripe, pinstripe suit or chalk stripe suit at home. Keep it subtle. You can have maybe a small stripe, but not a bold one. Ideally, you go with solid classic colors and patterns, which means maybe a pinpoint, a needlehead, just a regular twill, but nothing flashy, nothing too extraordinary. 2. Wear a dress shirt. A dress shirt means you have a regular button-down shirt with a collar, and I suggest you get a classic collar or a slightly spread collar, and then you choose the colors, either a solid white or solid light blue. Those are the best 2 colors. If you have a high contrast, let's say you have black hair and Caucasian skin, go with a white shirt. If you have blonde hair and skin, or if you have less of a contrast, go with a light blue shirt. Your shirt can have French cuffs for cufflinks or barrel cuffs. Again, if you wear cufflinks, use subtle ones, like these, like just a simple knot in gold. Avoid a button-down collar or anything that's too extreme, too big, or too small. Also, avoid strong patterns. You can have a subtle stripe, but don't have pink and yellow shirts or green. It's all too loud and too unusual, and it detracts from the purpose, which is to land the job. 3rd, you want a basic silk necktie. That means it's no unusual weave, just regular silk in solid colors. You can add a little texture by going with grenadine or a jacquard weave, but no paisley patterns. Maybe a subtle stripe, but that's about it. In terms of necktie colors, I recommend red, burgundy, blue, bottle green, or maybe silver. These are traditional colors and they look professional and make you look good. Once you've picked out a tie, it's important to have a proper tie knot. That means it sits tight against your collar band and there's no gap like here. Otherwise it looks sloppy and you want to avoid that at all costs. When it comes to tie knots, stay with a classic one, like a 4-in-hand knot or an oriental one. You can learn how to tie these knots here. Definitely don't wear a bow tie because it looks too eccentric. 5. Consider wearing a pocket square. A simple plain white linen pocket square with a TV fold is simple and oozes classic elegance. Stay away from more flashy folds such as the shell fold or the ground fold and even the puff fold. I think the TV fold is simply the best fold because it's simplistic, classic and professional. If you need a plain white pocket square, you can get one here. And in this video, we show you how to fold a TV fold pocket square. Rule number 6, wear over-the-calf socks. The reason being is that you never want to expose your hairy calves. In an interview situation, you may sit across your interviewer and you have to cross your legs, and when you then show your hairy calves, it's just a very bad look. Therefore, you want simple over-the-calf socks that match the color of your trousers. You can have maybe a subtle stripe, but again, don't go flashy, stay classic. For a good selection of interview-appropriate over-the-calf socks of high quality, take a look here. 7, wear black shoes. Black is the ultimate interview shoe color and you should always stick with it. In terms of shapes, I recommend you go with a black Oxford or a Derby. If you do not have a Capto Oxford or a Derby, you can actually go with a full brook if you have it. That would work too. Half brook or semi brooks are acceptable too. But make sure the shoes are black. And avoid rubber soles, rather go with elegant leather soles. If you want to learn more about the Black Classic Oxford, you can check out our Oxford shoe guide. In terms of jewelry, I again recommend to keep it simple. Have maybe your wedding band, maybe cufflinks, but that should be about it. If you have an interview during the winter, make sure you wear a pair of dark gloves, such as gray gloves, a scarf in subtle dark patterns, and an overcoat. It makes you look really professional and not like somebody who wants to hike a mountain. You never want to show up to an interview with a backpack because it screams little schoolboy. You're a man, you're a professional, and you want this job, and you want to look like one. That means you have a satchel or a briefcase, but not a backpack. Once you have assembled your outfit, it's important to check that you don't have any stains, loose threads, maybe tags or anything else that may look like you've never worn a suit before and that you're sloppy. Now you should be prepared for a classic job interview. So what to wear to an interview in the IT world, agency world, or outdoor world? That's a much tougher question to answer. Basically, you should always be dressed a notch or two above what you would wear on a regular day to work, simply to communicate that you're respecting this opportunity and that you're serious about this job. If a suit is too much, a blazer with a pair of chinos or khakis can still look very professional, especially if you wear with a necktie. You can also exchange black shoes for brown shoes. Maybe have a more vivid pocket square fold and just maybe add a pair of red shoelaces if it's a very relaxed environment. That way you look like you fit in and you're not the odd one out. For more information about interviews, check out our in-depth guides on our website, and good luck.